Welcome. My name is Mark Dion. I'm an American artist, and I work on the topic of the representation of nature, the history of ideas that we form that let us think about what gets to be called the natural world. I do this through looking at institutions, looking at the history of ideas, and realizing that science doesn't hold a monopoly on what gets to be called nature. There's other people and other factors, from surrealists to hunters. Well, I think when you enter the first gallery, you're surprised that the space is opened up again, right? It's bright and airy, and in the center of that is a very large aviary. So you're confronted with a number of other living things that are sharing your space, and you can actually enter the space with them. So you can kind of share the space. There's a conceit in the Library for the Birds of London, which is that if birds could read, it would be better for them. There's a lot of things that they should know. I want viewers to see how close we are to them, yet how different we are from them, in the same way that they're remarkably, stunningly indifferent to the literature we've provided for them. A big goal of mine for the whole project is just to slow viewers down. I want to really have them take time with individual works, to experience works well, to be careful viewers, because I make work to reward careful viewers. Theatre of the Natural World for the Whitechapel Gallery, it brings together what I think are some of the most significant works I've made in the UK, so things that would never have had the opportunity to exist side by side. We encounter what seems to be a period piece, right? A period room from the 1920s, the Bureau of the Center of the Study of Surrealism and its Legacy, which features some of the stranger, more bizarre objects from the behind the scenes at the Manchester Museum. These are orphaned collections, things that no longer fit the mandate of the museum, but still generate exciting and strange readings. Readings very much reminiscent of the things that the surrealists themselves were interested in. All of those are somehow embedded in this room, as well as a remarkable wallpaper that one needs to decode. What's important is that the viewer not get too hung up on the art part when they're seeing this exhibition. And I think that the art, not that I'm ashamed of the art part, but that it's less important whether it's art than whether it's interesting, right? And I want people to have a very interesting and interested time here. I want them to bring a lot more of themselves. I want them to feel comfortable to push back and to take time. I want them to be critical. I want them to look with care. I want them to put energy into it. And I promise as an artist to kind of mirror that back to them. The more they put into it, the more they'll get out of this work.